Gentlemen, we have a blast from the past here. Mr. Marvin Maybach. The champ is here.
Coming back.
All right, ready? 1, 2.
Woo.
All right.
And we're here today to announce IBF World Champion JERWIN ANCAJAS' next fight, April 10th on Showtime, and also world-rated contender Mark Magsayo will be fighting on the undercard. You know, this is a fight that it's been a long time coming, a real long time. Last November, it was scheduled, and we had some problems with Jonthan Rodriguez's visa, and then the pandemic hit. So basically, you know, JERWIN's been here in the U.S. since October, made a lot of sacrifices for this fight. So is Coach Joven Jimenez, Joven Sports. And we're just really excited. And the support we get from the Philippines, the support we get from Big Boss Cement, we appreciate that. And come April 10th, it's very important because a lot of people always underestimate guys that they don't know a lot about. So we look at this fight as the biggest fight JERWIN's had in his career so far because he needs to get past this to get to the rest of them. So that's why we're here today, and we appreciate everybody tuning in this morning.
Thank you very much, Sean. Now, we will ask an opening statement from our own champion, JERWIN Pretty Boy Ancajas. JERWIN, opening statement na, please.
Una po, magandang umaga po sa inyo dyan, sa inyo sir, sa lahat po ng mga media na nandito ngayon sa press ko na to. Nagpapasalamat po ako unang-una sa Panginoon dahil binigyan na ako uli ng ganitong pagkakataon at lalo na nabigyan na din ako ng laban sa halos isang taon din na hindi nakalaban at nagpapasalamat ako lalo na sa Big Boss kasi parang sila yung ano sa amin ni Coach Joven, sila yung nag-suporta nung nagsimula yung mga pandemic, yung Big Boss yung ano sa amin. Nagpapasalamat ako kay Sir Gerbert na walang sawang pagsuporta sa amin at kay Coach Joven at sa lahat ng team ko at sa lahat ng nandito ngayon sa ano namin sa nagpapasalamat ako sa suporta nila lalo na sa mga kasamahan ko dito Yumer at saka Yuna Sultan. Yun po at God bless po sa atin, sir.
Maraming salamat, JERWIN.
Yes po.
Ngayon naman, bigyan natin ng pagkakataon to give his opening statement si Mark Magnifico Magsayo. Mark?
Good morning, sir. Good morning sa lahat na nakikinig at nanonood. At maraming salamat na nasali ako rin dito sa press conference na to. At pasalamat din ako kay Sir Sean dahil binigyan ako ng consider ulit na lumaban dito sa US. Pangalawa na ngayon. So, pasalamat ako at sa buong team ko sa White Card.
Siya po yung tatay namin dito sa US. Siya po yung nagbigay lahat. Moral, financial at lahat-lahat po. Big Boss, maraming salamat po sa inyo, sa inyong suporta.
Thank you, Coach Joven. And now, before we open the...
It took like 7 months for him to finally get his visa and arrive here in October. By that time, basically Top Rank didn't really have dates to put it on. They had kind of lost interest in things, and we had the opportunity to join up with Al Heyman at PBC, who's been very good to all the Filipino fighters. He's been good with Mark. He's absolutely with Senator Manny Pacquiao, fights under the PBC banner. So, you know, we're still good with Top Rank. We're still good with Bob Arum. But this opportunity came up to kind of open up things a little too. If JERWIN is successful April 10th, then we have a chance to fight the best of the best. We have the Rat King, Rangvasai. We have, of course, you know, Chocolatito and Estrada are going to fight again for the 3rd time. So basically, there was no issues with Top Rank. The issues were with the visa, the dates, the pandemic, like a lot of people have had. You know, so that was really the deal. Now, for Mark Magsayo, he was lucky enough that he had a visa. He was able to get here in July and had a great fight in October to get his career back on track after quite a layoff. And we got to thank PBC, Al Heyman, for you know, resurrecting here and getting Mark's career going. The guy Mark's fighting, Pablo Torres, 21 wins, 3 losses. Just your game, right in your face type of opponent. This is the fight that's going to put Mark into the next step where we talked about hopefully fighting for a world title, either WBA, IBF Eliminator. So they're both very, very important fights always, because you need to win to keep going to the next step. So that's kind of how we got to where we're at now, and we're just going to be so happy to hear the bell on April the 10th. This has been a long, long time coming. Jonthan Rodriguez from Mexico. You look at the records, and recently there was a fighter named Mauricio Lara, 22-3, went to England, fighting Josh Warrington in a non-title fight. Absolutely destroyed Josh Warrington. People said he shouldn't be in the fight before the fight. You look at the record, and you don't really see a lot on the record. A kid I have, Angel Fierro, Mexican kid, just went to Puerto Rico and knocked out the kid there in the 6th round. So these type of guys like Jonthan Rodriguez, again, I told you, it's easy to fight Estrada, Chocolatito, Rangosai, because you know exactly what you're getting. You know, you can watch tape of these guys, but one thing Jonthan brings is heart, determination, Mexican style. In his second to last fight, he fought a guy named Felipe Oracuta. Oracuta had given Juan Estrada a very hard fight, very close fight. Basically, Jonthan knocked him out in the 10th round. He was taken to the hospital in a coma, and thank God he survived and he's okay today. But again, coming with a long layoff like Jerwin's coming, there's a lot of variables in this fight. A lot of people overlook fights like this, but thank goodness Jerwin doesn't. He stays focused. Him and Coach Joven been training diligently, really, for the whole year, but really since October, properly since they arrived in the U.S. So I look at Jonthan as a guy with nothing to lose, man. These are hungry guys. They're, you know, they come to bring it all. So they always say it's harder to stay on top than, you know, everybody's coming for the title. Everybody's coming for the crown. So I think it's going to be a very fun and exciting fight, and that's where we're at.
Thank you, Ino.
Thank you very much, Kinito. Next to ask his questions will be Waylon Galvez of Manila Bulletin, and of course the Chase Down. Waylon?
Thank you, Tom. Good morning to Sean and also to Mark and of course Jerwin. Jerwin, alam natin medyo matagal yung pinaghintay mo. So, paano kumbaga mentally, of course alam natin preparasyon mo physically, naghahanda ka dyan, pero mentally paano mo pinaghahandaan? Ang tagal mo nagkantay eh.
Una po, para sa akin po, hindi na bago po sa akin ng maghintay po ng matagal na laban, kasi yung, kung naalala nyo po yung pagkakuha ko nitong belt na to kay Mac Joe, parang ganito lang din po yung nangyari, sir. Matagal yung laban, halos umabot din ng taon yun bago na tuloy yung laban. Para sa akin, sir, hindi na bago sa akin ng ganitong pag-iintay sa sir, kasi alam ko Panginoon talaga nga lahat dito, nagplano lahat nito para sa akin. Hindi talaga ako nawawalan ng pag-asa, hindi ako nawawalan ng hindi ako nawawalan ng, kumbaga, yung preparation ko nito, hindi ko talaga inano na baka wala ng laban, ganun. Lang talaga ako, sir, focus talaga ako dito sa laban na to, kung kailan, kung saan man, ganun yun ang talagang nasa isip ko lagi, sir.
One quick follow-up lang, Jerwin, parang less than 3 weeks from now, laban mo na. Sa tingin mo, nasan ka from 1 to 10, nasan yung pagiging, yung preparedness mo, nasaan ka?
Para sa amin, sir, lagi naming sinasabi ni Coach Joven, hanggang sa laban, ngayon, nasa 95% na po kami sa laban, o 90% po kami nasa prepare na po kami sa darating na laban, sir.
The guy he's fighting is pretty one-dimensional, just wants to come get in your face. I could see Mark somewhere in the fight, possibly scoring a KO in the middle rounds. And Jerwin's fight, you know, it's I think it's going to be explosive. I think it's going to be a Mexican-Filipino rivalry. You have the great, when the Mexicans fight the Filipinos, they take it up to another level. There's just something about that that the Senator and Barrera and Morales and Marquez all, developed this rivalry. So I'm cautiously optimistic. Never look past anybody, but I believe Jerwin's real skills will pay the bills. I think Jonthan Rodriguez is a tough, aggressive game guy, but at the end of the day, Jerwin's been a champion now for over 5 years, and I see him, winning possibly later in the fight, just breaking him down as he does most of his opponents. He's just like a surgeon. He slowly breaks him down like he did Israel Gonzalez, like he did the Japanese. So I see a great fight, though. I see a lot of action, and people that tune in, they're definitely going to get their money's worth watching Sunday.
Alright, thanks, Sean.
Kumahawak din kay Manny Pacquiao.
Una na sir, para sa akin na napakalaking opportunity po na makalaban. Unang laban ko dito sa Showtime, sa PBC, at excited po kasi alam po natin na nandito yung sila Sir Manny, nandito yung Mark, halos mga malaking pangalan po nandito sa PBC po, at sobrang tuwa ko po na nandito po sa PBC, at salamat ako kay Sir Sean na binigyan kami ng pagkakataon na makalaban po dito sa promotion po ng PBC po.
Then, kasi parang ito na lang yung inaantay natin yung unang laban. Hopefully, magkakaroon doon. And nabanggit nga ni Sir Sean na maaaring makaharap ng mga tulad ni Coach Joven, o kaya si Chocolatito, no? Anong pakiramdam na, kasi for so long, nagkahanap ka ng title unification, di ba? At andito, lumalaki yung posibilidad na mangyayari ito. So, ano pakiramdam na you're one step closer para hindi ka sa kutuparan?
Kaya po itong laban na to, sir, ito talaga yung pinokus ko ngayon. Talagang, kasi parang ito yung susi na makalaban ako sa unification or sa mga plano ni Sir Sean, lalo na sa may mga pangalan katulad kay Rong Bisay. Lagi naming hinahangad na makalaban sila. Ito yung kaya itong laban na to, sir, igihan ko talaga, at ibubuhos ko yung kung ano man yung pinag-training namin, ano man yung akalaman ko sa boxing. Ito yung pinakaano ko na laban talaga, sir. Excited, sa totoo lang, excited na ako sa laban na to, sir, kasi yun nga po, matagal akong nali-off din sa laban, at excited ako sa makakalaban ko po.
Sino nagmo-motivate sa'yo, or sino ang inspirasyon mo sa laban na to? At of course, kanino mo siya dinededicate itong fight against Rodriguez sa April 10?
Una-una po, talagang ano naman po talaga sa family, sa amin, sa survival camp, sa team namin sa survival, sa lahat po ng mga sumusuporta sa akin, sa mga naniniwala sa akin sa larangan ng boxing, lalo na sa kina Coach Joven, Sir Sean, at sa inyo po lahat po na naniwala sa akin, sir. Kayo po yung kumbaga kayo din po yung isang dahilan na motivate ako dahil sa inyo, sa suporta ninyo sa akin, at lalo na po sa din po sa Panginoon po, salamat ako na tawag nito sa binigyan niyang pagkakataon na makakalaban ako ulit, sir.
Okay. My other question, do you have any upcoming plans after this fight?
Yeah, well, like I always said, you never look past anybody. We're not looking past Jonthan Rodriguez, but I feel we're going to win. So, yeah, coming out of that fight, we're absolutely targeting, again, the gentleman from Thailand, Rongvasai. Rongvasai, I think, is kind of the odd man out now because he was supposed to get a rematch with Juan Estrada, but it looks like they're going to do Estrada versus Chocolatito 3. So that's always a fight Jerwin liked. He loves the style. He loves the fight. So we hope we can get that. If not, we just got to get right back in the ring and try to do something in the next 3-4 months while we wait. But he's absolutely, this year, going to have a signature fight. There's been a lot of criticism over the years about he hasn't fought the top guys. Well, we're ready now. It's not our fault before. We couldn't, for various reasons, couldn't get those fights together. But we're absolutely, we've spoken to Eddie Hearn in regards to Rongwasai. We'd love that fight. That's really, really the fight that Jerwin wants. So that's kind of the plan. And if not, just try to get a little activity since he's been out of the ring for, close to 15, 16 months.
Since the fight will be staged without audience, is there any adjustments or agreement made in regards with the purse money of that Jerwin is going to receive?
No, everything's the same with the purse. The only difference is I've been in a few bubbles. I've been in fights where there's no fans. Mark McSio can tell you he fought where there was no fans. When that bell rings, it don't matter if there's one person or 10,000. A fight's a fight, and I've seen some tremendous, unbelievable fights. Yeah, you always love to have fans because you like the crowd noise and the cheering. But I'm telling you, these guys, when a bell rings, they just kind of zone it out and the fight starts. It doesn't matter if there's fans or not in there. It's still tremendous action.
So no changes regarding the purse?
Correct.
Yeah.
Kami ma'am, binabantayan ko palagi si Jerwin sa training. Unang-una, tuloy-tuloy yung training namin. Wala kaming pahinga mula nung January, sa Dipolog pa po kami. Ngayon, ang training niya kailangan minsan hindi ko ituloy. Minsan bawasan ko yung volume para hindi siya talaga ma-overtrain. Last sparring niya, kalaban kay Scrappy 6 rounds. Maganda yung pinalabas niya, maganda yung kondisyon niya. So, naniwala ko na sa laban na 100% kaming maganda ang kondisyon.
One last question. Bali pang siyam na title defense na ito ni Jerwin. Hindi niyo pa ba napag-uusapan na umakyat ng timbang?
Well, tungkol sa pag-akyat ng timbang, nag-uusap naman kami ni Jerwin at sinabi naman niya na kaya pa niya mag 115. Gusto niya talagang maka-unify. So, kami nag-aantay lang po kami kay Sir Sean kung ano mga plano niya sa amin. Basta kami palaging ready sa laban dahil ayaw namin na itong pagkakataon na binigay sa Panginoon na masayang namin.
Champion po talagang, yun nga po, nasabi ko sa kanila sa ibang media din na itong champion ko parang habilin sa akin to ni Mac Jo eh. Last kaming ni Mac Jo, yung huling round namin, yung nanalo ako against sa kanya, parang hinabili niya sa akin tong belt na to at yun yung parang sa akin na talagang pagtiyagaan ko habang ako yung nakahawak nitong belt nito. Kumbaga, yung binigay na laban ni Mac Jo para sa akin, sir. Parang ganun din yung ibibigay ko sa lahat ng mga gustong kumuha yung mga tawag nito, mga challenger ko po sa 115 sa IBF po. Parang yun yung naging ko sir mindset ko talaga na ibubuhos ko sa lahat ng mga makakalaban ko, lalo na dito sa kalaban ko ngayon kay Rodriguez po. At yun yung namin sir, lalo na si Coach Joven, lagi naman si Coach Joven na ni Coach Joven sa akin na kung anong mga plano namin sa mga laban, sir.
Especially for Jerwin, kasi una siyang lalaban. Well, for the first time, he will fight in the US.
Sa awa naman sir, yun nga po, pasalamat ako na at least naka-adjust na kami sa klima dito, lalo na minsan malamig bigla kasi lalo na dito sa ini-stayhan namin, minsan mainit, may time na mainit din sa labas pag mayang hapon naman sobrang lamig. Kaya mas ngayon sir parang komportable kami na nandito kaysa nandyan pa kami at saka yung tawag nito yung pag ano ng klima sir yung importante din talaga sir. Yung pag-adjust ng klima ang importante na maanohan namin mas kasanayan namin dito sir.
Jerwin,
Ano ako sa boxing, nandito ako sa boxing, hindi ako mawawalan ng pag-asa na hindi makalaban kasi unang-una nagtiwala ako sa Panginoon, sa mga plano ng Panginoon sa akin sa karir ko. At una-una nandiyan yung mga tao na binigay niya, ginawang daan niya na tumulong sa akin, sa amin, sa team. Nandiyan si Sir Sean, nandiyan si ang MP Promotion, nandiyan yung mga lalo na kay Coach Joven hanggang basta nandito pa ako sa boxing hindi ako na yun yung isip ko sir yung sakripisyo ko sa bilang ano din sir ama sa mga anak ko yun yung nagano sa akin itong lahat na to sir sakripisyo ko para sa kanila din sir.
Wala naman po sir kasi busy sila doon sa baba, sabay yung training. Kaya kami lang doon sa taas po. Hindi sila nakakaakit na sa taas sa daming boxer po nila.
Pero nagtatanong-tanong ka rin ba kay Coach Freddy?
Hindi pa. Sa sunod na sir, nahiya pa kami. Nahiya pa kami lumapit. Kahit pa picture nga, nahiya kami sir. Kaya sa sunod po.
Well, I think after Mark fights, it depends how quick we can possibly get him in a world title fight. That'll depend on what he does. And I got to talk to, of course, his wife, who's always a tremendous help, Miss Frances Mixayo. Want to thank her too for everything she does for Mark. Able to let Mark just focus on training and fighting. She takes care of everything for him. It's wonderful to have. Jerwin, of course, yeah, he's definitely going to go home for a little bit. He's been away from his family through the holidays. He missed the birthday of his son, Kyrie. So definitely going to go back to the Philippines for a minute, regroup, see how quick we can get him back in the ring. Of course, you always got to wait till April 10th to really make decisions. You can talk about what you're going to do, how you're going to do it, but until the fight happens, you can't make 100%. But that's kind of the plan what we're looking at.
Okay, appreciate it.
Yep. Thank you, Jerry.
Kami po, kami po nila Coach Joven dito sa mga kasama ko na vaccine na po ako, sir. Pfizer po yung vaccine na inano namin, sir.
At wala namang epekto sa'yo? Wala naging epekto? Kahit ng ano?
Wala man po. Yung ano lang, yung pagturok, yung parang normal na tinurukan ka ng sir, yung vaccine na mangalay lang yung ano mo, kamay mo mga dalawang araw o parang ano lang, parang tawag yan? Yung pamaot.
Masakit.
Yan lang, sir.
Okay. Ikaw naman, Mark, have you gotten your vaccines also?
Wala pa po, pero
Here since August 1st, he's been very instrumental in helping Jerwin, working with Jerwin. We're looking at potentially getting him a fight before he comes back to the Philippines. And of course, we have the Olympian, Yamir Felix Marshall. Yamir's been very instrumental in helping and working with Jerwin, holding the pads, working with the coach. So it's been a really good team, Philippines here. Everybody's gotten along real well. Yamir's working for his goal. That's a gold medal in the Olympics. Jerwin to defend his belt. Jonas for an opportunity. So I've been very happy and very pleased for what we've been able to accomplish here. And I think April 10th that's going to show. And then Tokyo in July is going to show for Yamir Felix Marshall also. So it's been very nice over here.
Thanks, Sean. Good luck, man.
Thank you. Thank you. See you, Mark. Sir Mark.
Thank you for watching, guys.
Kita naman.
Oh, shit.
YouTube.
Which one?
Follow YouTube. Joven Sports.
Halo po.
Picture. Jer, partner ko di Jonas. 1, 2, 3. One punch man, baby. Alright. One jack ma. Salamat. Kajer. 1, 2.
ready to shoot one, I get it.
All right.
With your camera for Daryl. We so much the idea.